explain why there was a march on the Winter Palace in January 1905. The March on the Winter Palace on 22 January 1905, 9 January Old Style, known as Bloody Sunday, was the culmination of a major industrial dispute in St. Petersburg that rapidly escalated into a mass peaceful demonstration. Organized and led by Father Georgy Gapon, head of the Assembly of Russian Factory and Mill Workers, the march aimed to present a petition directly to Tsar Nicholas II. The workers believed the Tsar, as their little father, would listen sympathetically and grant reforms if he could be reached without bureaucratic interference. The immediate trigger was a strike that began at the Putilov Iron Works in early January 1905. 4 workers from Gapon's assembly were dismissed, prompting Gapon to call for industrial action in protest. The strike spread rapidly across St. Petersburg's factories due to widespread discontent over poor working conditions. By mid-January, over 120,000 workers, some estimates suggest up to 150,000, were on strike, paralyzing much of the city's industry. These workers faced extremely long hours, often 12+ hours per day, low wages, dangerous conditions, lack of job security, and no legal right to organize or strike. Economic hardship was intensified by rapid industrialization under Witt's policies, which had created a large urban proletariat living in poverty, while war inflation and shortages bit hard. Gapon, a charismatic Orthodox priest who had established his assembly in 1904 with tacit government approval as a police union to channel worker grievances away from revolutionary socialism, decided to escalate the protest peacefully. Influenced by liberal intellectuals from the Union of Liberation, he drafted a petition that combined economic demands, an 8-hour day, higher wages, the right to strike and form unions, better treatment of the sick, and an end to overtime, with bolder political requests. These included freedom of speech, press, assembly, and conscience, the end to arbitrary official power, an amnesty for political prisoners, and crucially, the summoning of a constituent assembly elected by universal, direct, equal, and secret suffrage to limit autocracy and allow popular participation in government. The petition, reportedly signed by over 150,000 people, reflected deep frustration that officials formed a wall between the people and the benevolent Tsar. Marchers carried religious icons, portraits of Nicholas II, and sang patriotic hymns like God Save the Tsar, emphasizing loyalty rather than rebellion. They planned to converge on Palace Square from 6 assembly points to hand the petition personally to the Tsar, believing direct appeal would succeed where other methods had failed. Several contextual factors explain why the march occurred in January 1905. Russia's humiliating performance in the Russo-Japanese War, ongoing since 1904, had already damaged the regime's prestige and fueled discontent, as defeats highlighted incompetence and raised living costs. Liberal Zemstvo campaigns in late 1904 for constitutional reform created a broader atmosphere of expectation for change. Gapon's organization, originally intended as a safety valve, had radicalized under pressure from striking workers and liberal advice, transforming a localized labor dispute into a citywide moral and political appeal. In summary, the March on the Winter Palace resulted from the explosive combination of immediate economic grievances sparked by the Putilov dismissals and strike wave, long-term worker exploitation in industrial St. Petersburg, Gapon's leadership and decision to petition the Tsar directly, and a wider crisis of confidence in autocracy amid war failures and liberal agitation. Far from being revolutionary in intent, it was a loyal, supplicatory act rooted in the traditional image of the Tsar as protector of his people, a belief that was shattered when troops opened fire, killing and wounding hundreds and sparking the 1905 revolution.